Hi folks, welcome to today's sharing session. So I thought I want to do something, a very short section talking about what is happening online right now. So when we talk about retail and how to make a retail outlet, an F&B retail outlet successful, such as a cafe, we always talk about location. So in terms of online, so how are we going to do that? And in this particular case, when we talk about cafe, we are talking about cafe keywords. Similarly, we want to find the correct keywords, the keywords that a lot of our audience, potential audience, targeted audience that are looking for, and then we position our products and services to them. Now, the right keywords with the right volume and manageable competition enable us to appear in the search engine rank page. Not too different from being placed in a high volume physical location. So it's about the same thing, and that's what we're going to do. And this particular very short sharing session, I'm just going to bring out a few factors, things that you need to take note of as you go about looking for all these gems to position your products and services. And of course, look forward to the free tools that are right below, and feel free to download and use it. And of course, the various reports that we always have every session. And having said that, before we jump into the topic proper, if you have enjoyed whatever we shared so far, do give us a like of the video and do follow our community. So every week, there will be a new video coming out talking about various aspects of cafe, coffee, and F&B marketing. Thank you very much. Let's go into the topic proper.
Now, hi folks. So in this particular session, we are looking at cafes keyword. And I just want to bring you through some very basic terminology about search engine optimization, so you get a feel and understanding of what each of these acronyms, all these words and all these bar, they mean. Now, currently we are looking at United States. So this recording is done just almost live. So 28 January, these are the date. So for the purpose of this video, we're using desktop result. So the volume shows that in United States, there are 2,900 people looking for cafes, and this keyword difficulty varies from dashboard to dashboard, platform to platform. And in this case, it's showing us that it's a very difficult keyword to optimize. That means if you want to use the keyword, and when people search for cafe and your cafe or your coffee shop turn on the first page, what this platform is telling you is very difficult. And in fact, I will go so far as to tell you in my recommendation that you should not use this keyword. The intent is not solid enough. That means it could be it's just a shopping keyword. It's not a buying keyword. The intent is not good enough. Now this is a global volume. Later we will go through a few places. Now the intent, as I mentioned, is commercial. So in the platform is telling you that they are looking to go for a cafe, which is commercial. But personally, I will go for a more targeted one. For instance, like cafe near me. Come to that shortly. Now the trend talks about how many people search for it over the months. As you can see, over the past few months, is slight increase, then there's a decrease. Results, your competitors, how many results are there with the keyword cafes in the location? So it's quite a lot. Now CPC, I'm sure most of you are familiar with the cost per click. That means this is estimated if you were to buy this, how much is this? But as I mentioned, it's estimated, and in a lot of time, it could be a lot more, it could be a lot less. But in this case, I believe it could be a lot more. So that's cost per click. Now down here, you look at three main category: keyword variation, questions, and related keywords. Now in the article, you will see for the various location, I have given you the variations and the questions. Now I personally like questions. So when you write an article about questions, there are people asking about cafes, thematic cafes, cafes near them. And when you write something about that, it usually will be able to rank well, and it fits into the intent which they're searching for, which means they're more likely to patronize or buy things from your cafe. Now these are some of the terminologies that you should be familiar with, and as we go into the various different countries and looking at the keyword searches and keyword demand. Now, in the article, I mentioned about search volume and I mentioned about your competitors in the search results. Now, it's very important to understand that. Why? Because if you want to write an article, you hope to be found on the Google search engine rank page. That means you hope to be on the first page. The fact is, there are not a lot of people that go to the second or the third page. I mean, sometimes we do that, but usually we stop at the first page, and so we want to be on the first page. And this particular work that is done is generally known as search engine optimization. But think of it as writing something that is relevant to your targeted audience. They are looking for instance, in United States, tropical smoothie cafe, and you have something that is related to it, and you write about it. Now, this particular dashboard which I'm using is called SCM Rush. So there are a lot. There are Uber Suggest, there's Ahrefs, there's Majestic, and quite a lot of platforms. Use something that you're familiar with. But if you do want to use this, the link is below. You can actually do a free trial. Generate has many reports, and I hope you enjoy using it during that. I think that during that 1 week. Now I want to bring to your attention all these colors: red color, orange color, green colors, and of course the volume. The volume talks about how many people are searching for a word such as cafe. Now you realize with and without S has a lot of difference. Now there are very thematic one, a tropical smoothie cafe. I think they're looking, it could be a brand, it could be a drink, and of course this is a thematic cafe astrology. Now the green color is what this platform is telling you that it's reasonable, easy to rank. And the demand for it, I mean how many people are searching for it, there are 300,000. Bearing in mind that this is United States, so there are a lot of people doing this. Now I'm not going to dwell on cafe or cafes because as I mentioned, the word is quite generic. I'm going to go into cafe near me. Now I want to bring to your attention that the difficulty level of course has gone down quite a little bit, and the cost per click versus cafe is a lot more. Now this, if you interpret it, is in the commercial terms, is that people are finding it useful. They're spending more money to buy the keyword, and generally could have made some profit for them. So at $3 US, it could run out to $5 per click. Now you can see the variation of the keyword changes for United States, and generally I will look for numbers that are lower, although this is estimated, but it's still better than I just blind going around. So I'll probably go for something like this if it's relevant to me, versus something that's 60 over. I'll probably go for maybe if I'm doing something that's cat, or if I have tropical smoothie, perhaps. Now realize that although this volume is low, but the competition is high. So in the report that you can download from the article, and also the link below, there are a lot of such examples. So you can take a look and decide which one is good for you. Now I'm just going to take out randomly a few countries to show you that the searches for a term such as cafe near me is going to be slightly different. It's very localized to that location, to the theme. And so if you can actually zoom even tighter and nearer and to your niche that you are in, you will get more targeted. So it's not, some of the keywords could be the same, but most of them would change. Right now we're in United States. Let's go to something that is quite similar. We go to United Kingdom, for instance, UK. Now you realize that the cost per click, that means people are doing the advertisement, has changed. Of course, the number has changed. And there are more people similarly looking for internet cafe near me. And you can see there are questions such as which cafe deliver near me. Now these are the questions that if you're cafe owners, I would recommend you to do and write about it. Why? Because it's relevant to you. Chances are you are already doing food delivery, for instance. Okay, there's a breakfast cafe. Now that's United Kingdom. Now what happens if we go to, for instance, a place such as India? Now it's going to be very different. Now if you are someone that is based near in India, you will realize the cost per click is very, very reasonable. Again, I must stress it's an estimate. So it's not very high because the demand is very, very healthy. And there are quite a few keywords. If I were to do it like cyber cafe, internet cafe, this platform shows that it's reasonable, it's green, and you should be able to rank it. Now, the choice of the keyword also matters a lot. Now, take note of cafe near me. It's quite competitive. Cafe around me becomes very easy. Of course, the search is lesser. Now, what I'm alluding to is, to us, the words are the same, but online, it pushes a totally different traffic and a different level of difficulty. Now, that's India. Now, let's just say we go to another different country, English-speaking country, say New Zealand, very, very far away from the rest of the world. Again, you will realize it's very different. They have very specific, like best cozy cafes near me. Now, I mean, folks, you're in New Zealand and you're watching this or reading this article, this is a fantastic term. And I will actually want to rank it. And of course, terms like good cafes near me. Again, interestingly, there are people asking for internet cafe around near me as well. Now, this is a summary of the various different places, the demand, and of course, feel free to download the reports from the link below. And if you're reading the article, it's just right below. You can scroll down. And thank you very much for hearing me. And I look forward to seeing you in a subsequent video.